What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So last video, technically now it would be 2 videos ago, since we kind of went out of order and just started letting stuff out. We actually started moving shops to a new shop in a new house. Well, today we've got a load of stuff that we're here to haul off into the new shop. Some tools, parts, fluids. We're actually about to haul a car over there before we do some construction stuff today. And if you look at that, tow rig just pulled up. We're about to take the vert, and we're gonna put it up there. So let's get it. Jump pack's hooked up. Trailer is placed, I guess. Let's fire this thing up. Hopefully jump pack's got enough juice. Let's take this thing to its new home. Safe to say the jump pack has taken a beating the past few days on all these jumps. Let's go grab Dad's. Let's load her up. Throw her in here. Z's loaded up. Let's take her to her new home where we can finally work on her without hating the car, because all it does is give me problems. Let's grab all of our fluids. Let's head to the new house. Made it to the crib. Let's unstrap. Actually, I guess first, let's open up the garage. I've never opened it from this handle before. Oh, maybe not. I guess I should have put my parking brake on that. Oh yeah, I didn't hear the bumper scrape that time. Officially no longer have to tarp this thing up every night and every time it rains. Can't tell you how exciting that is, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, man. I love this garage. This thing's so deep. I thought we would just be able to fit the car. No, I was wrong. Welcome to your new home. Now to see if we actually finish you out and trade you, or we keep you for ourselves. Now to go inside and check out the bathroom. We put in a little work last night. Here is our master bedroom. So we actually got some garbage here because we pulled out our master bathroom carpet and also this super stinky actual bathroom. Yeah, so there were some older people that lived here. I have to assume, obviously, by just being older decorations and stuff, just like stuff like this, just everything's outdated, you know? I'm assuming they maybe missed the toilet. I don't know. Had some accidents or just didn't pay attention. Not only that, but just having carpet when you step right out the shower, not good anyways, especially if you've got wood floors. Thankfully, we've got concrete. We did buy some Kills to coat it, but we're actually just going to bleach it out because there's really just not a lot in here. There's a couple spots there, but we're going to pull the toilet out later. We still don't have the water on. I know that doesn't really matter. We still have to tear this out. I forgot my GoPro yesterday, so I didn't want to get too buck wild on you guys. Safety first. I didn't have this yesterday. I should have, and I definitely would have used it all the years when I was doing flooring, especially doing this nasty stuff. Does help if you pull your doors first too. You know, it's pretty crazy. I did flooring for probably 5 years. My dad did it for well 30 years. Never used gloves, never used respirators. Raw dogged it every time. What were we thinking? I'm about to show you guys the grossest part of all this. Check out the spot where the toilet was. The nicest spot is where the cover went for the plunger. Yeah. Take a big whiff of that for me. Look at the back even. Yeah. Respirator's going on for good now. No carpet blade, but I hit it a couple times. handle being in this thing too long. We may just split this up, or we'll fold it over, so that way this stuff isn't heavy, doesn't take up that much room. Then when we go chip all of our tack strip up, we can throw our tack strip inside of the foam, so when you roll it up, you don't have to worry about it poking you or, you know, going anywhere that anyone can step on it, because tack strip is not fun to step on. Nice and neat. That's how it's done. Let's just go ahead and pull all of this out and make it appear down here. All the tack strip is officially up. Let's twist her up, throw it away, sweep. We're pretty much done. Still need to go get some bleach to clean all that out, but we'll see. Still waiting on the water department. Had to go get this. This is a must. Literally must. Must-see. Oh, that's so much better. Now we're officially ready for Gabby to paint. I think now we're just gonna camp out. Let's wait for the water department to come. I guess we'll go from there. So I was stopped to get some food on the way home. Went to grab a napkin, and check this out. From sitting for like 8 days, we've got a nest in the Z. Better not still be something in here is all I've got to say. Please tell me you're not in here. That stinks. I just hope it's gone. I don't want this thing at the new house or to run across my feet while I'm driving. Well, you guys, I can't even lie. Right now it's 8:34 p.m. We got to the house probably 2 hours ago. We went to Lowe's, had some paint mixed. We've started painting the top half of our master bedroom. We're actually running back because we came back to town just for the GoPro. Now we're headed back and let's go check out the bedroom. Just made it back to the house. Damn it, hold on. We're all hairy. Who's that in the corner over there?
It's blue.
You get your brushes?
Yeah.
Where'd you get them?
Lowe's.
Lowe's blue right there, isn't it?
Yeah. Nice bowl.
The light in here is just terrible. It really does make the wall look black. I promise it's blue. All done with that for the night. Do a second coat tomorrow. Alright, so I really have no idea where we left off for last video last night. But now we've got second coat. We're looking like a steady color now. I actually don't mind it as much. I wasn't really a fan of the dark blue because I already have dark blue in my current bedroom. Still haven't touched the bathroom. Started whitening out the, shower room, but we're actually doing the same thing in here. Oh, appears someone needs in the door again. So, before I was interrupted, so what we're doing here is we're gonna pull all these outlets out so we can actually remove this board here. We're gonna paint the whole thing, and we got one to remove on this back wall as well. So we actually went to the junkyard today with Noah. Dude, using a screwdriver stinks. Ew, what is that? Probably a good idea to cut the breaker off here. Like first. I'm no electrician, but sounds like a smart, idea to me. I don't want to mess around and find out. I'm confused. I don't even think that's any of it. Okay. Honestly, I don't even think I've been in here. Okay. We have something. Okay, I think I may have figured it out. in one piece. Oh, it's tucked behind the casing too. Are you kidding me? I guess that's one way to do it. I really hope I don't need gloves for this. We're good. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea. I'm wearing sandals either, but smart me. Screwed into the wall. Ooh, and the old carpet is revealed. Got some old red carpet. For them both just being like durable, cheaper carpets, I'd definitely pick the red. I don't know why. I'm a sucker for red, if you can't tell. Even before that, they had some gangster carpet. Look at that. That's kind of cool, to be honest. I used to do this, obviously, because I did flooring and stuff, so I really like just tearing houses down, just seeing all like the cool old stuff of what was here. Kind of like when you buy an old car and you find all those things in like the ashtray, the glove box, a bunch of just old cool relics of the past. It makes the whole journey much more enjoyable. I guess now we can just yank this off. I see all they did was just draw it around for some reason. Scaring the dog again. You like your new house, Tana? You like being in the new house? Yeah, you're wagging all right. She's just a little intimidated by loud noises. Can't say I blame her. It gets a little wild sometimes. Boo! Yeah, you little chicken dog. You little chicken dog. And since there was a little strip at the bottom, those little skinny pieces, we actually had to pull the baseboard off and this trim. And unfortunately, we broke it. I couldn't help it. It broke when it was going back on. I was just hoping I could just kind of stick it into place, but sadly mistaken. Definitely don't have the time to just pull all these cabinets off. Not yet. We're trying to make it livable in one room, and we'll fix the rest as we go, so gotta have somewhere to start. So I think what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go through, find each of the old nail holes in the wall. Even if you can't really see them sticking out, I think we're just gonna kind of punch it in so that way we can verify it's not sticking out so we don't have any marks. Yeah, don't know what I'm doing. Kind of goofed up in the bedroom and got a little bit of direction earlier. Since I don't have a punch, I'm just gonna use a couple screwdrivers or just things of different size so I can knock the sticking out portion in and not have it, you know, show up once we mud it. Now we got each of these spots all marked up. We got them sanded down. Once they dry, it's officially time for us to start in the master bedroom. Let's start putting some floors down and doing what we know how to do best. Because to be honest, this whole time I've kind of just been like a deer in headlights and I don't know what to do, but I can handle this. Let's get it done so someone can get her bed in here because she's beyond excited. With a minor eyebrow casualty. We've also got this undercut saw or a jam saw so we can cut these door casings to slide our wood underneath. You can also use like an oscillating saw, but this is the proper tool for the job. See, we got quite a bit of trimming to do there. Had the foreman just walk up. She had to make sure I'm doing it all right. You can see she's had her paw into some of the painting too. Start our room. Usually you use 2 rows so you can put them together and give a little bit of rigidity so it doesn't bend. You can keep it straight along your wall. Now we got the bases started, we can start forming our line. Rough it up to the baseboard. And reaching up on the end. Now to get our first row done. And literally the best part about like vinyl plank is you can just take a square, a knife, score it, and snap it. very minimum salt usage. Because the longer you stay on the floor and don't have to get up and down, the better it is on your knees and to get stuff done. Now it's fully tight. Let's square this up with the wall, get it as straight as we can. And once we have this straight across the whole baseboard, which we still have a gap over here, it's flush on the other side. And if you can't do the same on both sides, that means you're teetering in the middle, so you need to just get it as even as possible. So now that we're totally straight, we can begin installing the rest of our floor. Now is when it starts going fast. This is a little tedious getting started. You just gotta get it planted where you want it. But once you get it there, it's a cakewalk. Each time you break a piece, you can use the opposing piece, like on the other side of the room. So when you're cutting your wood, if you're doing it on top of your like actual surface, throw just a little chunk under it, and that'll help you protect from scratching the wood floor. I learned that one the hard way a few times. So this one, I guess, I don't know, you guys probably won't see, but this is the other joint. So now we've got at least a 3-inch variation on this one for the next one, so that way they don't line up. Now we got our stair step kind of going on. Let's shoot them all down. No idea why I did that. Definitely say there's enough on the floor that you can kind of see like the vision. Something I just realized that I really like are on concrete, and I don't have to cut out vents. That's one of the things that kind of slows you down. When you just have like open concrete house like this, you can just jam it out. So we're gonna go ahead and just finish everything out here, at least this big square part. I'm gonna set up the tripods, that way I can get a good like before and after shot. So let's peep the new house, or the new bedroom. I wish that was all that it took, but no, that's probably about 4 or 5 hours of work. It's actually the next day. Yesterday I just kind of went out before I had to do all the cuts, before I had to use all the brain power, because the biggest ordeal when putting any floor down is making sure that you don't have any cuts sticking out of your door casings. I don't want to brag, but I cut all of these first try when I did them. So I'm kind of astonished at that. Not only does that never happen, but we also did the kind of extra move, and we tucked it underneath the baseboard, and we removed the other baseboards like here, so that way we can actually like get access to be able to drop the board down, and instead of using quarter round or shoe mold, we can just put that there instead. So we also got the bathroom just wrapped up. And let's just say these door casings took quite a bit. It honestly took probably twice as long to do this little area than it did to do all this out here. This is just no brainer, slap and go. If you don't have too much stuff laying on top, lay your full board down or your cut, and instead of trying to mark it out, which isn't bad, you'll just mark the outside and you'll just slowly kind of make the shape. Probably 1 inch maximum on the edge and you're good for probably all toilets, but just lay your board across, step on top of it, stamp it into your toilet flange, then it'll show you where to cut on the back of the board. We even managed to get our sliding door mount or guide down here all drilled out and where it needs to be lined up in the concrete. So now I think it's time to get our new bed in here. Actually, we might need to wait a little bit. Gabby just painted out here, and we don't want to just drag all that on the nice new paint. I think the paint's dried enough. Let's start bringing our mattress in. Well, I think now it's time to go grab some food. We're gonna call it a night, get a couple things moved in, and maybe see what else we can do about finishing this out tomorrow. I know I've got a laundry room that I need to do. We'll see if I actually do it. It's now the next day. We actually just went and put some of this wood here in the laundry room, right across from the master. And now we're getting to the point where we need to cut these jambs, and we're gonna show you about that saw that we got. Make sure we're at the right height. Yeah, that should work. Oh, I didn't plug it in. Usually when you have vinyl here, best thing to do is to kind of like cut out around your casing. Give you a little bit extra room, because now it's not as thick under there. Did it. We just got a little bit of trimming to do. I obviously got to bump it back in here with the pry bar or pull bar. But we really just need to trim off the rest of this so we can fit it flush right up in here. So that'll be our next mark. First try, got it under the door casing here. Quarter round's gonna cover that bit all the way into the corner. Now we just have one final piece. Yeah, no undercuts, first try. Now let's clean her up and start to move the appliances in. Well, we're actually not gonna get the appliances in today. We've got the washer and dryer hanging out in here. We've got to get a dryer vent, and well, we really need to get a fridge. As you can tell, there's nothing there. So every night in the meantime, I gotta go get my glass of milk. So we're actually gonna get you guys tomorrow, and when we do put these in, but for now, we're gonna call it a night. I guess slowly we're just keep chipping away at the house, and once we have these appliances in, we're fully ready to move in and go, with the exception of the toilet. So let's get it tomorrow. Now it's the next morning, and I bet you weren't expecting to see this. But we're actually about to try to wheel it onto the trailer. Had to tuck the OEM calipers because they're still all hooked up and hanging back there. Didn't get that far. Right now we got to get the bumper off of it so we can hook the winch up and be able to pull this thing onto the trailer, and we can take it to the new spot. Well dang, I wish the GoPro was running for that. I looked down here to look for a bolt where you bolt it here on the side. I guess it would be a nut, since it has the bracket. I looked at this little thing, the alignment tab, I poked it, and the bumper just fell off. Sick. Now at least I'm ready before Dad gets here, instead of vice versa. Turns out we ended up loading it backwards, so we may not clean as much out as we thought, but we're all loaded up now. We made it back. Let's grab our ramps and offload it somewhere in here. It's got a welded diff, so it's honestly impossible to roll around. I'm gonna have to wait till I get some more help. This thing is awfully terrible for clearance, I have to admit. Driving the 240 for the first time in my life. Man, this thing's heavy. Not really, but it is. Alright, we got her ready to go in. Let's finish it off. Now this one's going to be staying in here for a while. That's all I got to say. We're going to get some dollies or use the jack and roll it back over into here. Whew, I'm out of breath. Till later. We'll be back for you, baby. Don't worry. You too. Oh, I just realized it even matches, dude. It was meant to be. We'll actually be back. Now the last thing on our home list before we're completely livable is we have a toilet and we have both of our washer and dryer. So let's start to load these things up on the dolly and get them placed in the laundry room. 4, maybe. Man, it's gonna be a tight fit in here. Well, let's take this, we'll connect it to the dryer, to the outlet vent, and let's finish off the dryer. fresh new laundry room. Literally, if it was a ½ inch tighter in here, I would not have got this thing in. Whoever designed this room and built this, you were cut way too close, buddy. One thing left to do, and that is our brand new toilet. Never did one of these before either, but here we are. So now we're about to fit our new toilet, and we went ahead and swapped these out. They got little plastic washers on the bottom to keep it from pulling through. Also, you can twist the bolt itself, but you want to line it up to be like as across this x-axis as possible, so that way when you sit the toilet on, it'll go straight through instead of pushing these bolts through. You want to replace these, that way they can thread on without resistance, because there's nothing to keep this stud from spinning here in this toilet flange. Let's just put this thing on the flange, make me feel a lot better about it. Now we got that on there. My hands are nice and waxy now, just how I didn't want them. Let's go grab the toilet bowl and see if we can fit this thing without popping these studs through. Oh, we got it. Now, from what I recall, once you get them lined up about where you want them, you actually... Wow, it looks super red in here for some reason. That was crazy. But from what I recall, when you get it in its position, first, before we do that, we're going to put both nut and bolts on. But you actually want to sit on your toilet and squish that wax ring. Yeah, that was naughty looking.
You kind of get the thing off.
Now, for the other one, and our toilet is officially seated. Now we'll just get both sides hand tight. We'll take our pliers and we'll give it another turn or two. Full rotation and get this thing fully snowed down. We're just going to close this for now. Certainly the worst eggy smell. Actually, we're just going to go put the upper tank or deck on it, so let's just finish this thing out. I can't stand it. Now we got everything hooked up, minus the lid on top. Water line's on. We didn't cap the sides because we actually got to cut those studs, but let's make sure it all works. Now my biggest thing is making sure nothing's leaking underneath this. But since it's a floating floor on concrete, I would know soon enough here on the edges because it would be wet. I think we're all finished up. Slam this seat shut. Psych. So it's actually probably been a week since that last clip. We've had a couple videos come out since then. We've also been staying busy with the house. So, I don't know how well you can tell, we've got the kitchen and dining room officially painted. We've still got trim and stuff to do, obviously. The dog's already at home, making messes on the floor. Laundry room's pretty much finished out. I can't remember how much of this I showed. All done. Master's pretty much done. I just woke up. Don't hate me. I didn't make the bed. Gabby, don't hate me. Sorry. Dog's all set up. Xbox is set up. If you guys play any old Call of Duties, Zombies, Minecraft, whatever, hit me up. I'm always looking for people to play with. Now that I have my own rig and house and I'm not everywhere all the time, I'll actually be able to sit down and play a little bit more. And we also got our laptop, so we're ready to start editing because we got internet too. So now that everything's finished up, I think it's pretty much time we call this video. Bathroom's been functional. It's been good, and I'm super stoked to see how it's gonna be moving on from here. You like the house? Yeah, you like the house. You good girl. So you guys will obviously be seeing more of this in the future. I'm sorry to just drop you guys with a full video of construction or whatever. I mean, I didn't anticipate doing it like that, but since we needed to get this place livable and get stuff done, we had to make it happen. So now that we are officially settled, we can go out to the garage today. We can start working, start recording our first video, and just bask in the new shop and garage. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you didn't, I'm sorry. Hopefully you will the next one. And until then, peace.